Welcome back to the Just Fantasy Baseball podcast. My name is Rami Lavi. That is Vince Damato. Vince, how you doing? Hope you're having or had a good week. Sunday evening as we record this. Hope you had a good Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to everyone out there. What's up, dude?
Not much. Happy Mother's Day, like you said. The Cubs had a really great series this weekend against Pittsburgh. I wish they should have won yesterday, but they ended up winning in extras today, so that was fun. Yeah, it's a beautiful day. It was hot out today in Illinois. I'm loving the weather, loving baseball. Everything life's good. Got nothing to complain about. So I hope it's the same with you over there in New York.
I don't have a ton of headlines, but I'll tell you this. Can the Cubs just play a normal game ever or totally not? Because Paul Skenes makes his debut, right?
Mhm.
Which was just so funny to me that you weren't on, of course, because we were hyping him up, and then he makes his debut against the Cubs, and you weren't on to talk about it. But you could talk about it now, what you saw from him. You could do a little breakdown if you'd like.
Sure.
But he leaves, and that's when shit really got crazy, which is just, the Cubs can't play a normal game. They're incapable of it. So the Cubs got a hit by pitch and then 6 consecutive walks and then a single with the rain delay and a couple pitching changes thrown in the middle of it. Just the weirdest inning in baseball history.
Yeah. I actually, so I was out with some friends when the game started and I said, no, we need to, I made sure, I'm like, no, we're going to this place. I need to watch this game. I need to watch Paul Skenes start. And of course the rain delay happened and, we had to kind of ixnay, but whatever. Paul Skenes, he looked pretty much as advertised, right? I don't know if you caught any of it, but that first inning, I was real nervous because he looked dominant. He made Seiya Suzuki look stupid. He made Cody Bellinger look dumb. So I was worried, and it'll be really interesting because I don't know if you know this too, but he lines up to face the Cubs again next week.
Oh, really?
So yeah, they'll play again, and I'll be curious to see who makes the better adjustment. Right? Will it be Skenes? Will he be a little bit more better prepared? Because I don't want to say fell off. He kind of ran into some problems, and I think Pittsburgh had a quick hook for him. We'll see if he's able to prep a little bit more for that, or if the Cubs, now that they've seen him, will be a little more ready. I don't know who, it's a chess match, so that'll be an interesting one to watch. But no, it was a good start for him. Good first outing. Obviously, he's got one of the brightest potential futures that we've ever seen. So yeah, I'm real excited to watch him. It's unfortunate that it came against the Cubs and the Cubs ended up losing. But yeah, what a game! It's been a wild weekend. Yeah.
That's what the Cubs do. They play weird games. By the way, speaking of the Cubs and weird games, did you see the Nightingale tweet that I talked about in last episode where Shota, he throws 7 shutout innings and Nightingale tweets out another 7 shutout innings for Shota. This guy is ridiculous, blah, blah, blah. Greatest free agent signing. And of course he comes back for the 8th, gives up a base runner and then a 2-run home run and then gets yanked.
Yep.
Just typical Nightingale. That was awesome.
Yeah. I think
you can't mess with fate. Once Nightingale tweeted it, it was over. There's nothing you can do about it.
Maybe can he tweet in the reverse? Like, does that work? Like, if he says this guy's horrible, will he go out and?
I think it would work. Yeah.
Do good. Yeah. Maybe he needs to do that for Edward Alzolay. Alzolay again gave up another 2-run home run today. Unbelievable.
Yeah. I've given up on him, so I'm not sure if anyone still has him on his roster. Yeah. The other thing is Aaron Judge is back.
Yeah.
This past week, just in the last week, right? 500 average. He's got 4 home runs, 8 RBIs, 6 runs scored. Yeah, not much else to say about him. He's it now? 9 for his last 24. Stupid numbers. Yeah,
we knew this. I don't have it up in front of me, but we were looking at this not too long ago, and we looked at his Savant page, right?
Yep.
His Savant page, and it still is. I just pulled it up. It is bright red all across the board. Everything above 90%, all the stuff you want to see. So we knew this was coming, right? Like his surface stats may not have been there, but yeah, everything underlying is just booming that, hey, he is going to break out. And he could have one of the better, second halves of the year, whatever last 3/4 of the year. People would forget all about this first quarter, right? Like
he's on pace for 37 home runs and 100 RBIs. And he got off to the worst start.
And that's with a bad start. Yep.
What? So, I'd assume this guy goes, that's his pace for the year overall. So considering what he's done the last couple of weeks, this guy might hit another 50 home runs and drive another 120 RBIs. You consider obviously Soto's in the lineup and all those things.
I didn't
Um,
realize he's walking at a 16% clip too.
oh
That's
yeah,
unbelievable. That's
he was still getting
unbelievable.
his walks. Like that,
Yeah.
it felt like when he got his pitch, he was just missing it, and
Yeah.
he was just a little off. And so now
Good
he's
for him.
not. And so I'm happy to see that, and we'll
Yeah.
see how far that takes him. Were there any other headlines that you thought of?
Yeah, I had a couple just with some injury stuff that
Yep.
kind of has happened. Taj Bradley came back.
Hmm.
He was out. I meant to mention him on the last time I was here, but I forgot. I mentioned Shane Baz. I should have mentioned Taj. Taj came back and he looked phenomenal, right? He was a top, 3 pitching prospect the couple years ago at this time. So no surprise to see him come back and shove. And if there's any still buy low window on Taj Bradley, I'd be all over it because I think he's got the stuff to do it. He went 6 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned run.
Yep.
Looked great. And then TJ Friedel was another one that I had brought up too. He finally came back and then looks like he got hit in the thumb. So I don't know if he's going to be out for a little bit
I
of
think it
time or
says
what.
day to
But
day, right?
yeah, I think he avoided fracture, which is good. But he's a guy that I was super hyped for. I was really excited for. I drafted him in quite a few leagues, and it kind of hurt me so far. But
And there were a couple
still have
of
high
giants
expectations for
also,
him.
right? Like Conforto and Jung Hoo Lee, maybe.
Sure, yeah,
Yeah, both got hurt.
yeah. Those are just two of the ones that I had
And
seen
for Conforto,
recently.
it's a hamstring strain. So that's
Mm.
like, my God, who knows with that?
Yeah, those are always so tough to kind of diagnose. I think Ha-Seong Kim, yeah, he was also hit by a pitch. A lot of just, I thought we were finally getting to the point where everyone's getting healthy from their spring training stuff, and it seems like a few guys are going down. So
Dudes be going down. That's what
yeah,
happens. It's
yeah,
baseball.
it does.
That is baseball, Susan.